So, good evening, everybody. It's me, Lord Francois, here in Montgomery, Alabama. You gotta excuse me because I don't have a home. Everybody knows I'm homeless. I'm a hobo, so you don't have to listen to nothing I say. But I'm gonna put it out there because I ain't got enough to do. And it's all about my awakening, my ascension into my Christhood, being able to fly off this ground, and why this world tried to destroy me so much, so badly. I understood that people were trying to kill me, and I understood that I had information in my head, and I knew the information was about the falsehood, especially of Christianity and religion in this world, and a whole lot of other stuff. But now that I got these downloads and y'all done elevated to this, baby, this so juicy. I promise y'all. So I'm gonna go on because I put it on Facebook. I'm gonna try to go and get it out of my head about the story. And this is just my story. It's not a disclaimer, but it's just, I'm telling you, it's my opinion. And from what my God Ra, which is me, is telling me between my two ears, what really went down concerning its Jesus. Okay, so I don't even know where to start, but I'm just gonna, just try my best. It all started with a bunch of people who call themselves creators. That was the name of their little group. They're called the creators. And they were normal humans. Now, don't get me wrong, natural humans like you and me, but they were scientifically advanced. They got into cloning, like this world's gonna get into cloning now. They tell you, but they've been doing cloning for a long time, and so they decided, and not a bad thing. Get me? They decided because we are creators. I don't care. We are creators, but they decided they would create man, like the Bible says, in their image, and woman. But they wanted to do it like nature, or even better than nature. They wanted these people to be like nature and God, which is, me. I'm sorry, not sorry. But that's just the facts of the matter from my perception and my belief and my truth. But so they decided that they would clone the perfect man, perfect woman, right? But they wanted to, so they created a whole bunch of people. It wasn't just like Adam and Eve, it was a bunch of people they created. But Lucifer, that was their prize. He was a handsome chocolate man. When I say ladies, just gorgeous, gorgeous, okay? And they handpicked him. Excuse me, got smoke my B. Okay, why I do this? Too good. They decided he would be the prize, baby. He would be the God they created. They mixed genes from male and female up in him. And he was created and born in the laboratory. And he was everything they expected, baby. Beautiful, handsome, masculine, just charming. He wasn't evil, wasn't bad. He was just a slave, basically, pretty much, of these creators. Men and women scientists. Now, don't get it twisted. It wasn't just man. It was men and women scientists. But they decided in this little world that they created, and they knew Bible because they're going to create their own reality with their own God, their own history, and basically make these people their slaves. Okay. So they handpicked Lucifer, beautiful man, and Lucifer wasn't necessarily gay. I mean, he was just a man, what was created. He was raised, and they turned him loose on the population, baby, because he was just that good looking. They knew that his DNA. They knew his DNA, baby. The way he was, how good looking he was, the women would love him. So they turned him loose. And he went out and he had sex just like any other man would that time. And somebody gave him free reign to go have sex and make babies. That was, that was his job. But see, little did they know. Little did they know nature was in on the mix. Because when they mixed those genes of male and females, what they didn't know And what Lucifer himself didn't know, they wouldn't find out for years. After he done been on the loose for about 10 years, they let him loose out there just, no, 7. 7 years. That's where that 7 years come from. I don't know why, but he was out there for 7 years, baby, having babies everywhere. Like they say, his seed was spread as far and as many as the sand on the beach. And so, but he met Adam. And Adam was another of their creator's creation. But they had coupled him with Eve. And Eve was a black woman. Adam was a white man. See, but when Adam and Lucifer got together, they fell in love. They was just pretty much having sex, on the side. They weren't really, but they fell in love. But what was activated in Lucifer when him and Adam were having sex, after they had sex, he started feeling, he didn't know, but he got pregnant. Yes, a man can have a baby. Baby nature had fixed this. Ooh, he got pregnant. And he wasn't an evil man. Neither was Adam. Neither was Eve. Eve had a little attitude, but she wasn't an evil person. Until Lucifer got pregnant. And the creators got wind of that. Because they didn't expect that they would create a creation, a man that could have a child. Because the woman, as far as these people concerned, they had written a whole Bible based on the sanctity of one man and one woman being together and how they created the world. They had already put that out there in that little population they created. So when Lucifer got pregnant and fell in love with Adam, no. So this is where the story of the fallen angels come in at, because Lucifer and Adam fell in love. And the creators couldn't have that, baby. They could not have that. That totally destroyed their whole foundation of the religion that they had told these people was God. And the God was Lucifer. Yeah, in their own little creation, they little, their little compound, wherever they was. But anyway, so Lucifer got pregnant. And he was in love with Adam. Adam was in love with him. And once he got pregnant, you know how you women are about your babies? How you think a man is about their baby? Oh, and them two were already powerful. Baby, Lucifer and Adam stood up to everybody. And they couldn't stop them, couldn't touch them, because they was too damn righteous. Nature had already protected them. They couldn't nobody touch them. But they fled. But see, they had to make up a story now. But Eve was less. Oh, she was so mad and so furious, baby. Oh, that woman. That's where it started. Ain't nothing like a woman scorned. Oh, that's why people, I'm telling you, that's why you white people are called the blue-eyed devils now, because of Eve. Because Adam got blue eyes. That's how they moved blue-eyed devil. That's how y'all white folks got started being called blue-eyed devils. Because she was so furious, boy. She hated Adam. She hated, ooh, and she really, really hated Lucifer. And everybody hated Lucifer, not, because, he was supposed to be the God. Ooh. And he let a white man get him pregnant. Oh, he got pregnant by a white man. Oh. Child, you imagine. So, but after they got away, the creators had to make up a story, right? Because they had this God all set up around Lucifer. They had to kick him out of heaven. They had to make up a story, get kicked out of heaven or something. So they took Jesus. Poor man. He ain't had nothing to do with nothing. He was but they had to kill him off because, he won because the story, he couldn't live because they couldn't rewrite the story where he was the God and keep on continuing the story. So they had to kill him off. So they killed the poor man off. Sacrifice. That's how the men start becoming sacrifices right there. It's always in the Bible, like they say, it's always the son who's getting sacrificed. Okay, the male child. But Lucifer had all these children. And what the creators realized once Lucifer had got away, and with the child, they don't even know, they didn't know what he was, because I do, but they don't. But they got away. But they knew that his bloodline with that gene that he was carrying in him, there will be many men out there who could have children. And since him and Jesus basically are the same character, but not the same character, they had to throw it off like Jesus' bloodline, but they really after Lucifer's bloodline. Because Jesus didn't have no children. They really was after Lucifer's bloodline. But they had let him loose for 7 years. You know how many women he had in 7 years? How many children he had? Baby, spread like wildfire. And so they had to make up a story. They had to do something. So they created this enmity between man and woman because Eve was furious anyway. So they created this enmity between man and woman, white and black, and all this bullshit. Ooh, baby. Oh, they so crazy. The way they did it in the Bible and the psychology behind it, baby. These people, ooh, they smart, but they are something else. Phew. Let me get my thoughts together. Ooh, it's so juicy in my head, baby. The story, I see it like a movie. Ooh. These creators are something else. So they had to do that. That's why that Bible says that being gay is an abomination. You know, they got every kind of crime in that Bible. They got men raping women, men raping men, men killing children, you know, all kind of stuff. Daughters sleeping with fathers, but they only want to mention that word abomination in front of man laying with man. That's why they wanted to make sure that people understood that if you had a child or a son, especially a male child, black or white, but especially black men, don't ask me. Because he slept with a lot of black women. And white women too, and all. You go, oh, baby, they did too much. But they wanted to make sure that being gay was an abomination, so it wouldn't come out that some of these children from his bloodline, so they wouldn't even get in their head to even think that they could have children, the men. And there's still a lot of men today that can have bloodline once this activated, once that DNA activated. That's why they don't want you to ascend, because you would become aware of what's on inside of your body. You would know the truth, especially for a lot of men. And if gay people understood that they could couple with a man and have a child, what need would there be for a woman? And not to say that because nature has a way of working everything out. It's not like there would be a shortage of men. Nature would work it out where there'd be a plenty straight men and plenty of gay people for them. But they don't set up a system now that's gonna make that prophecy in that Bible come true. Talking about in the end times, which is begin times, that man would be laying with man and woman would be laying with woman, because people are gonna wake up to realize that's okay. It was only told them that way to keep them trapped in a religion and keep them slaves, so they can keep on keeping these creators and these founders, they call themselves, of your reality, not mine, of y'all reality, rich, living good, while y'all down here slaving, keeping them rich, looking good, living well. But that's the story of Lucifer, part of it. There's so much more. But they did get away. And they had a beautiful son together. I could tell you his name, but then that would interfere with my story, and I ain't trying to get nobody mixed up. I talk a lot, but I ain't going to talk a lot about my own self right now. So I just wanted to give you that little tidbit, baby. But it's so much more. It's so juicy. Good night, everybody. Y'all take care.